Fresh off one of the biggest victories of his bodybuilding career, Tonio Burton now finds himself at the center of online debate after addressing allegations and speculation surrounding his physique following his recent men's open win. During a recent discussion, the hosts reacted to Burton's response and made it clear that they viewed the controversy as a normal part of modern bodybuilding culture rather than something that diminishes the legitimacy of his victory. According to the hosts, social media criticism has become almost unavoidable for successful athletes in today's bodybuilding landscape. The conversation emerged shortly after Burton captured the 2026 New York Pro title in a stacked lineup featuring major names such as Michael Krizanek and Rafael Brandao. Tonio Burton ultimately secured the victory through a combination of conditioning, symmetry, muscle fullness, and polished presentation, earning qualification for the 2026 Mr. Olympia. The win itself was widely praised throughout the bodybuilding world. Many analysts believed Burton brought one of the best packages of his career, displaying impressive conditioning, deep muscle separation, and excellent abdominal control throughout the competition. Reports covering the event highlighted that Burton's balance and final stage polish ultimately gave him the edge in an extremely competitive battle with Krizo. However, as often happens in modern bodybuilding, the online conversation quickly shifted beyond the judging itself. Soon after the competition, various comments and allegations began circulating across social media regarding Burton's physique. While the exact nature of the claims varied depending on the platform and discussion, the overall controversy became another example of how rapidly bodybuilding debates can escalate online after major contests. Tonio Burton eventually addressed the situation publicly, refusing to allow the speculation to overshadow his achievement. The hosts discussing the issue emphasized that this type of reaction has become increasingly common whenever a bodybuilder wins a high-profile contest. In today's social media era, athletes are constantly scrutinized not only for placings and conditioning, but also for every visible detail of their physiques. According to the panel, criticism and speculation now follow almost every major bodybuilding event. Whether it involves judging disagreements, conditioning debates, accusations, or comparison arguments, online bodybuilding communities have become extremely active whenever controversial or unexpected outcomes occur. That environment creates enormous attention around the sport, but it also places athletes under non-stop public analysis. The hosts made it clear they did not believe the allegations should take away from Burton's accomplishment. In their view, Burton earned the victory fairly by presenting the better overall package on stage. His conditioning, posing, symmetry, and presentation were strong enough to convince the judges against one of the deepest New York Pro lineups in recent years. That perspective is shared by many bodybuilding analysts. Several reports following the contest praised Burton for bringing arguably the most complete physique in the lineup. Analysts particularly highlighted his muscle roundness, conditioning, and stage polish as deciding factors in the final comparisons against Krizo and Brandao. The discussion also touched on how bodybuilding culture itself has changed because of social media. Years ago, fans mainly debated contests through magazines or occasional forum discussions. Today, every major competition instantly generates thousands of comments, reaction videos, live stream breakdowns, podcasts, and social media arguments within hours of the final results. That constant exposure creates both positives and negatives for athletes. On one hand, the increased attention helps bodybuilding grow by keeping fans engaged year-round. Discussions surrounding controversial decisions or athlete performances often generate massive visibility for competitors and contests alike. On the other hand, athletes now face non-stop criticism and speculation from audiences analyzing every aspect of their physiques. The hosts argued that Burton's situation reflects this modern reality perfectly. Rather than viewing the controversy as unusual, they described it as something almost expected whenever an athlete reaches a higher level of visibility within the sport. Winning major competitions naturally places bodybuilders under a larger microscope. And Burton's profile has clearly grown significantly after this victory. The New York Pro win reinforced his reputation as one of the strongest and most complete athletes currently competing in the men's open division. After previously placing 8th at both the 2023 and 2025 Mr. Olympia competitions, Burton's latest victory strengthened the idea that he belongs firmly among the upper tier of open competitors. Some analysts now even consider him a serious threat heading into the Pittsburgh Pro and later Olympia season. Recent predictions from bodybuilding veterans suggested that Burton's momentum, balanced structure, and polished conditioning could make him extremely dangerous against elite lineups moving forward. That rise in status naturally brings greater attention and greater criticism. The hosts emphasized that successful athletes in bodybuilding often become targets for constant online analysis precisely because fans care so much about the sport. In many cases, heated discussions simply reflect how invested audiences are in the competition itself. At the same time, they praised Burton for addressing the situation calmly instead of allowing it to become a distraction. Handling criticism professionally is becoming an increasingly important skill for modern bodybuilders. Athletes today are not only competitors but also public personalities constantly interacting with fans, media outlets, and online communities. Remaining focused amid social media pressure can play a major role in long-term career success. Burton appears determined to maintain that focus. Rather than spending excessive time responding to every accusation or rumor online, he continues preparing for the next stage of the season with growing momentum behind him. His recent performances already prove that he can stand confidently against elite competition, and many fans believe he is entering the best stretch of his professional career. Ultimately, the hosts viewed the entire controversy as less important than the physique Burton actually presented on stage. In their eyes, the judging was based on conditioning, presentation, and overall physique quality, not internet speculation. And regardless of the online noise surrounding the victory, they believe Tonio Burton deserved the win he earned in New York. As bodybuilding continues evolving in the social media era, situations like this will likely remain common. But for Tonio Burton, the focus now appears to be staying on competition, improvement, and building momentum toward even bigger stages ahead.